I want to talk about AI. How is AI going to affect YouTube in the next couple years and ultimately YouTube creators? And how does it relate to like the time that we're in and why maybe it's a no-brainer or like such a smart time to start a YouTube channel and how AI can help in that?
So I'm going to give two quick answers based off of being a creator. Okay. There's two parts of this. The first part is not as significant, but it's actually going to make it way better for creators and easier for people wanting to upload to YouTube. The second one is probably the thing that creators need to pay attention and could make it harder for you. First one is AI is going to make the algorithm better. It's going to make suggestions better, and it's going to make YouTube easier to use, easier to navigate, and you won't even have to think about it. You know, we talk about the best products are the ones that you don't have to think about, where you don't have to read the directions, and AI makes it like that. I mean, you could even say that's why people love ChatGPT at a really like base level, that you put in a question and it gives you an answer. Sometimes it's wrong. But how many times have we Googled something and we look for an answer and it's wrong, okay? This is just getting to the wrong answer or the ideal case, the right answer faster. Well, AI is doing that behind the scenes at YouTube. You could even say AI has been implemented at the platform behind the scenes for years.
Totally.
And this is why the suggestions, the viewing experience, and even the algorithm that helps creators is better. The second part I think is more important, and this is more of the danger. AI generated content. This doesn't have to be a full video or like an image for a thumbnail. It's just creators working faster. You know, Sean, he's going to do this podcast on Think Media called like emergency podcast, like everything you need to know for the next year. And it's like the top 10 things. He was telling me about it yesterday. And one of the things in his top 10 was, if you're not using AI as a creator, you're going to get left in the dust. That's basically his takeaway. To a certain degree, I kind of agree, because what? If you're using ChatGPT, you're already thinking faster. If you're using any kind of AI related search, you're researching faster. If you understand how AI can be applied to your workflow, you're just going to be more efficient, more productive, everything. Then you layer on top of that AI generated images, like for thumbnails. Like it's crazy how I'm seeing people that were not really these like crazy produce creators having these amazing thumbnails. And it's because they're using AI generated images. I mean, and then AI generated videos. The danger is, number one, if you're a creator not utilizing it at all, you could get left behind. Not everybody, because I do believe, you know, I'm a vlogger. I think, look, I'll tell you, in my process, minimal AI is used, and I'm getting hundreds of thousands of views, if not 1 million plus views. The second part, though, is more so to do with short form. So we know that AI generated videos can only generate, I think, 6 to 10 second videos. So you can make a longer video, but you have to splice it together. The amount of effort it takes to do that makes it hard to do long form content. But guess what is being created, and it's going to be a competition for certain creators? Short form. So Sean, again, using AI, he made a, 25, 30 second AI generated video. Even he is AI generated. Yeah. Guess what my first reaction was? Competition for all short form creators. Yeah. That's TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts. Immediately. You know how we said how YouTube Shorts was like another moon coming into our system and competing against our other moon? Because now you have the choice as a viewer, YouTube Shorts or long form. It's 50% of the screen, if not more.
Totally.
So AI generated content for short form platforms, and that includes just YouTube Shorts in its own little universe, has new competition. Not just creators who are using AI, new creators who don't want to be a creator. They just want to use AI generated content to create a channel and create content. So that to me is more important. Like, how are other creators using it, and how is their content going to compete for attention? So it's both good and bad, like almost everything that happens. This one, the extreme of it on both sides, I think make it really interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm most worried for short form creators. Straight up, honest truth. That's not like overhyping it. Yeah. the danger of it. It is already a thing right now. And what you're going to find is, in fact, I'm curious what you think about this when you talk about your opinion. Mm-hmm. I'm finding more and more short form creators, their views are way, way down.
Interesting.
There's less consistency on short form channels than ever before.
Which is saying something.
Even more volatility. So yeah, there's sometimes it will get a hit, 2 million, 7 million. But then how is it that like their next upload will only get 1,700 views? Yeah. That to me is crazy. Even like the worst YouTube channels have a better consistency. I actually think AI generated videos is part of that. There's just way more competition.
Yeah.
You could say infinite. And this is just right now. Yeah. As time goes on, it's only going to get worse. And that's why long form is the only counter that has nothing to do with AI to AI generated content.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, there's a lot of talk about AI right now, and we're even talking about how creators can use it or be a counter to it. Ultimately, I believe everyone should at least understand it and use it to a certain degree. I've got a module in my next course called Vlogging Academy 2.0. If you're curious about how to use AI, you can purchase my course and learn about it. But better than that, you can also learn how to vlog and take advantage of the biggest opportunity on YouTube, which is long form. So if you're a short form creator, wanting to start, long form on YouTube, or you just want to start a channel because you've never created content, vlogging is the easiest way to do that. So go to vloggingacademy.com/go, get going on your vlogging journey. I'll see you guys there.
What Benji's just said clearly highlights the potential opportunity for long form creators. How can people use AI to help jumpstart them into long form? And what can they do to help use it as a tool rather than something to be afraid of?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. The best way to get started with AI is to download ChatGPT, open up Gemini, open up Claude, which is one of my favorites, and just start typing to it. Like I'm going to throw you under the bus if that's okay, Benji. It took you a long time to download ChatGPT. Now, you were ahead of most people still by the time you downloaded it, but you'd seen me typing to ChatGPT for about a year. And then
even before you, though, Nuchely, who ran my live streams, was using it in school.
Which is just
I don't want to throw him under the bus, but he said everybody was doing it.
Yeah, everybody
like 3-4 years ago.
And then Cameron, too. I mean, when you came on, we really even had a discussion early on about go for it. That's the first thing. Just download it and just type any request to it. Actually, if you were just going to start with anything, start by doing anything that you would Google, type to ChatGPT. Now, huge caveat to anybody. If you're doing that, double check it. And actually, if you want a little bit of an edge on most people, on ChatGPT, most of these things, you can ask it to do research online, or you can click a button that says click search, and it will always ground it in search results that it will find on the internet. You get way more reliable answers that way. But one of the problems with these new AI systems is that they can do this thing that people call hallucination, which is basically that they're doing their best to answer your question at all costs, like to a fault, basically. So even if they don't know the answer, they just give you an answer that they feel like is right. It's just like pure vibes. So that's the first thing. Use it for anything that you would search for, and especially use that search function. The second thing
Can I give an example?
Yes, please.
So before, because I do a lot of food content, sometimes I will showcase a local restaurant. Before, I'd sit at home for sometimes an hour or two and do that research. I'd put it in a Google Docs and I'd review or whatever. Now, ChatGPT is so good that say there's just a restaurant I want to vlog and I just see it right there. I'm already pulling it up on ChatGPT. I don't even do the deep research thing. I just know like, hey, 80% of this is probably accurate. I pick the things that I know for sure, like it's got to get right. Like 99% sure it's right. And all the vibes, right? You can read vibes, by the way.
Totally.
I know when it's a vibe versus when it's fact. And then I'm able to get out my car, walk to that restaurant, already have stuff in my head, because that's another good thing about ChatGPT in terms of research. Give it to me in a 60-second read. Yeah. That's powerful, because then it isolates it to just only the things that you need versus why did it take me an hour versus 60 seconds? Because I had to literally read through an hour of articles and blog posts and watch other YouTube YouTube videos. This is, by the way, another reason why I think some YouTube videos will get less views, because literally ChatGPT is going to do it.
Exactly.
Soon, ChatGPT will give it to you in video form. So that's what I would say to that.
Yeah, actually, you're getting at the second thing, which is that if you're the first thing is about getting information, just like you would on Google search. First of all, you don't get any ads right now, which is a great thing. You just get the answer that you're looking for. The second thing that you can do is ask for format, which is kind of what you were getting at. So once you start getting used to searching for things and getting that information, by the way, one of the big things that you need to know when you're using AI is in that same thread, just keep poking at it. Keep rolling with it over and over again. Say, I'm asking about this restaurant. Well, tell me more about this guy because it's interesting to me. Oh, what was his background there? Why was he in New York City at that time?
Can I give you an example?
Please.
I do this for cruising. Sounds really old of me to say cruising, but cruise ships.
Yeah.
And taking cruises. From the beginning, I was trying to research how much it would cost to get a certain room on a certain ship of a cruise line. Everything I've ever asked ChatGPT about cruise ships, because now my wife and I, one with the family and twice just me and her, I do it on the same thread on ChatGPT, because what it's also learning is my preferences.
Exactly.
It knows that I don't want to spend the extra money on the drink package because I like getting all the freebies at the free champagne testing or whatever. So it stacks all that. So then when you get an answer, it'll cater it a little bit to your likes and dislikes.
Anything that you've talked about.
So for creators, why this is important, because again, you're just more efficient, more effective, more productive, and it's just convenient. But I think for content, so I'm going to give away a huge secret probably. Matt, he does this. He has literally used ChatGPT as a way for ChatGPT to learn about his audience and his channel. So I think it goes even beyond a thread, but you can do this within a thread on ChatGPT. It kind of knows what his goals are as a creator, at least. He's not unique to that. A lot of people are doing that. This is a power ChatGPT versus when you go to Google, it might learn this guy likes these kind of website, whatever, but it's not learning you as a creator and your goals and remembering that when it's giving you the search results. Yeah. In this case, it's 10x better because not only is it giving you the answer, it'll give it to you in the way that it knows that you like, and also maybe will consider, and because you have this goal, right, and that you said 10 months ago, it'll recall it. Would you say that's true?
Totally, yeah. And I guess maybe I should begin with this, which is that a big pillar of our vlogging method is that you do research, right? And this is one way to sort of supercharge your research process, which is exactly what you're talking about with yourself and with Matt. And so just to finish that second point, one of the things you can do is after you've practiced doing that Google search, go and say, give it to me in 5 bullet points. Summarize the best features of this place. Ask it to package it in different ways that make it digestible for you so that you can best deliver it. Do whatever makes it easiest for you to deliver your message when you're doing the content. That's honestly one of the most powerful things. Honestly, if you begin with those 2 steps, you're ahead of most creators right now, because people, while they're using it for certain things, haven't gone the distance in using it towards some end. And practicing your vlogging, practicing your video making is a way of doing that.
One thing that was referenced earlier by you, Cameron, was how long form is a counter to AI. So right now, if you use Grok, imagine the 6-second videos are incredible. Crazy. I haven't even used the other video like producing AI apps. I heard those are getting crazy too. Just what you can do. All these vibey, background music YouTube channels, they're using AI to generate those. So we love Totoro. It's like a style of art. I forgot what the guy's name is, right? But they're creating whole worlds based off of his art style, making it the background, and I think probably using AI to generate music, like what do you call that? Like royalty-free kind of like instrumental kind of stuff, okay? So AI is being used for that for sure. Now, don't go rushing to start one of those channels, because guess what? There's millions of those channels, because when you can do it immediately. So this is my point. Now the videos are shorter, but they will be longer. The only way to counter that is a un-AI'd video. How many times have you gone on social media and saw something that you questioned, is this AI or not?
Yeah.
And
Almost
what's the
every time
first thing
now.
you do?
Yeah, I'd usually scroll past unless I'm kind of like.
Or no,
analyzing
if
it,
you
but-
are questioning that, how do you verify if it's AI or not?
Oh, I mean, a lot of times I might go to the comment section. but-
Comments.
yeah.
Because you want other people's opinion.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you do it, right? Whether you use a software,
Yeah.
you research online, or go to the comments. You just want to know you're watching something real.
Yeah.
People ultimately want real. Even if like you can get the fake thing, you still want the real thing. The real thing is always better. So what I'm trying to say is, as AI starts producing better videos that are longer, there will be a lot of people that crave the real thing, even if those AI generated videos are mind blowing. So as a creator, make longer videos, period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, I want to speak to that a little bit more because I think it really illuminates the fact that your vlogging method is a result of this kind of bigger set of trends that are happening, including AI being one of them, right? I think one of the big dangers right now is that when people think of AI, they think of something really narrow. They might think of, oh, well, AI is going to be disruptive because it's going to generate videos, or AI is going to be disruptive because it's this Google search thing, or AI is going to be, I could go on and on, right? AI is going to be a lot like computers. I'm just going to say it right now. Like, it's going to be like, if you went 20 years ago and you told everybody that, you were going to have a computer chip in your microwave and in your stove and in your phone and in your
I
headphones.
freaking get text messages when my appliance is done cooking.
Exactly.
While I'm running.
People have been like, why? Why would you want that? Well, there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. And it's because there are things that are more convenient about it. It's just one of those technologies that permeates everything because it's so general. AI is going to be a lot like that. So the first thing you have to ask yourself when you ask a question like you asked, Cameron, is what do I mean when I say how is AI going to affect things? How can I make use of it? One path you can go down is by being one of those channels that AI generates everything. Doesn't have to have any cameras, any talent, anybody else. You just do all of the things and you put it into these AI generators and you do the layering, the editing and things like that and you throw it on. And eventually maybe it'll do it on its own. That, to your point, might be short-lived because guess what? YouTube is deranking them to some degree. There's debate about that. There's a desire for the real world, which is the thing that you brought up. Or when it comes to shorts, and I want to harp on this for a second, there might be way more competition. Like you said, even infinite competition than ever before. And like I said, I want to harp on this for a second. I promise I'll get back on the thing. Mm-hmm. The biggest short form platform is undoubtedly TikTok, right? TikTok is like a Goliath in the space, just generally in the media space, right? What's the second biggest, if you had to say, in terms of
short form content?
Instagram.
Reels, yeah, Instagram Reels. But even I would include Facebook Reels in that as well because they're all kind of coming from the same place to some degree, right? You know what Zuck is doing right now? Did you see the whole hiring spree that he went on and things like that?
You told me that he's hiring all the AI specialists, experts, and just professionals in the industry.
Now, I don't know that he's going to achieve what he wants to achieve, but he has basically publicly stated that one of his goals is to AI generate as much content as possible on the platform.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
why
know
he cares
that.
about it so much, right? Because guess what? Right now, there's a creator out there that will connect with you for sure, right? But what if you could personalize it even more? That there's a piece of content that's made just for you in that exact moment that you exactly want, right? That's why it's such a powerful thing in his mind, is that if you can AI generate all of this content, well, guess what? That is truly infinite competition on the platform. So that's all I wanted to harp on for a second. Zuck owns those things, the second biggest short form platform, and he has this vision where you can AI generate as much content as you want. Backing up for a second, that is one path of which AI is going to disrupt things, is the actual generation of content itself. The second thing is that it's this sort of hybrid approach. That's like pure synthetic. This is like sort of a hybrid, almost organic hybrid approach, which is the people who use methods like yours or just continue uploading like yours and use AI to help them move faster in the creation of those things.
Yeah.
And I don't want to I think that your example is a perfect example of it. Matt going along and going in and vlogging, using your new vlogging method and using it to do research literally on the fly as he goes. He doesn't even research beforehand. He probably does research beforehand, but he doesn't have to because he can go out and say, oh, I learned these 5 things about this restaurant that I went to. I turn around and I start recording right away. Of course, he's super talented and can do it all in one take and things like that. But there's no doubt that AI is helping him go faster, right?
That used to be a whole position. That was a researcher, and then they would write it down, and then they would give it to the script writer. And now it's like just in your pocket.
Exactly, just like most technology. It's kind of crazy. And so this is where I'll give my last tip, which is watch other people. right? This is how everybody learns how to use any tool, but especially general tools like this. It's really helpful to go online and say, look up people doing things. Even better than that, find other people who are in your niche, in your industry, around you, even just your friends and family, and ask them how they're using ChatGPT, how they're using these AI tools. Because I guarantee you, everybody, including your grandma who's using ChatGPT, will have something that you will learn from them, a different way that you can use AI. I literally went to Walmart the other day, and there was this older woman looking for watermelon. She's like, do you know how to find watermelon? I'm like, I don't really pick out watermelon very much. She's like, yeah, I'm just using ChatGPT to like figure out how to pick watermelon. I was like, that's just crazy. That's crazy. And so really watch other people, and you will learn a lot about their sort of unique approach that you can learn from.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason ultimately I actually think AI is a useful tool, but don't lean on it too much, is because anything you can use, anybody else can use. And this is why short form creators are going to see so much competition, because it's easy. I'm already thinking about the things I'm creating. I'm like, I could totally make a YouTube channel based off of this, because the videos are so compelling that I'm creating. So the only counter to that is a thing that you can't replicate with AI no matter what, which is real life. Just being comfortable on camera and just talking. And what's crazy, it only takes me 20 minutes. It might take you 20 minutes to make a dope 20-second AI video.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Okay. And on that note, I think if you are a creator looking to use AI in your content creation process, I have a course. It's called Vlogging Academy. I just launched a second version of it, and we've got a module talking about AI, how to utilize it as a content creator. If you're curious, go to vloggingacademy.com/go. You can purchase it right now and get started with vlogging to take advantage of one of the biggest opportunities on YouTube right now.